My brain is now spoiled.
Girdling with his own riff, you know what I mean? Nobody make fun of me, I'm having a rough month.
And with that, I think we just pulled off a perfect episode.
Welcome to Acquired Taste. This is episode 35. I am your host, Figure 8, and with me, as most always, is...
It's your boy, Cardi B.
And it's your other boy, Young Ned.
And we are Andrewless, once again.
I'm going to miss him so much.
Andrewless.
He's off with the geese.
Yeah, he had a horrible snowboarding geese-related incident. We don't want to get into more details. Prayers for Andrew.
Thoughts and
Pray
prayers.
for Paris.
The geese are fighting back.
The great
They've
geese
had
war
enough.
of 2025.
Yeah, it's like, what is it? Australia lost 2 wars to emus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Andrew, this is the start of the great goose war. But we're not losing.
There's a lot of war going on this year. I think the least concerning is the goose one.
Yeah,
Fuck.
for sure.
Welcome to Acquired Taste, a hip-hop podcast hosted by the Antelope Fishermen. We're going to get right into this, right?
Yeah.
Any preambles? Anybody? How's everyone doing? You guys good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I think it's going to be a good ep. I'm
Yeah.
excited to, get my numbers up on guessing what Ned is going to give the album.
I have a 0 so far. I've never guessed correctly.
Yeah, I think I'm 1 in 4, and
Andrew is killing it. He's never been wrong.
Damn it. I
hasn't
wish he was
lost.
here. I'm super curious to see what you guys say.
The fact that Andrew's not here,
It's the
And
only
we're-
way we could possibly
Yeah.
start to get ahead, and we're still not gonna.
we're still not doing well.
All right. Let's do today in hip-hop history.
Yeah, I would love to.
In 1990, Digital Underground released Sex Packets, their album that featured the hit The Humpty Dance, which is a classic. 2012, Odd Future released the Odd Future Tape Volume 2. And it's Fredo Starr's birthday. He was born in 1971, the well-known member of Onyx.
Oh, I'm like, who the fuck is that?
I believe Onyx has Sticky Fingers in it,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
who we just listened to.
Sex Packets is an interesting name for an album, but I love it.
Are you aware of the Humpty Dance?
I
I'm
am.
sure I am.
Yeah, he wore a giant plastic nose on his face and played a character called Mr. Humpty in some of his songs.
Okay.
He died recently, but yeah, he's one of the people that kind of found Tupac. Tupac's first song is on a Digital Underground album.
I did not know
Oh,
that.
really? Yeah, nor did I.
Yeah, I was really bummed when he died. Really, really cool guy in hip hop history. And the Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump. Wow, that was 33 years ago, 35 years ago.
That's
Oh my God.
crazy. Fuck.
Yeah, just a quick 35 years ago. All right, we can. That's a nice little day in hip hop history. Some releases, a birthday, no deaths.
That's good.
No deaths besides the people who we mentioned who are dead.
Yeah, but they didn't die on this day.
No.
In the news, Coda, you want to pick us up in the news?
I would love to. Okay, so Cardi B comments on cooking and cleaning lyrics in WAP. It's because I don't want to, she went on to say. I have expectations. If a man wants me to be cooking for him, I expect head every single time I cook for his motherfucking ass. He gotta tap me off if I'm cooking like that. Oh, top me off. So, excuse me.
Don't butcher her eloquent.
Yeah.
Pros.
It's gotta top me off. And honestly, I can respect it if every... But at the same time, you can't expect head, just like you can't expect someone. It's equal in a relationship. You gotta be... Says the one who has never been in a committed relationship.
Anytime Cardi B's in the headlines at all, I add it for Young Ned. Young Ned?
Yeah.
You have a take?
I mean, I get it.
Would you give her top every night?
I-
At your meals?
I would just do it just to fucking be there. But yeah.
Why did he say it like that?
Cardi B.
I'm like, what if I do the dishes and give you top?
I want to hit that dangly thing that's swinging the back of her throat.
You also cook dessert?
He said the dangly thing in the back of her throat. Okay, Playboy Cardi finally releases I Am Music. I don't really listen to Cardi, but I know people are always like, drop it! Where's Cardi dropping?
Yeah, the
Blah,
meme
blah.
of when his Cardi dropping has ended, and Kendrick's on it 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I heard the Kendrick killed that shit.
I don't know why Kendrick's on it 3 times, but he is. And
It's good
Kanye
timing.
produced one of them. And now Kanye is saying Kendrick can rap good, but I don't like it. I wish he wasn't on the Cardi B album. And then he said that the Jewish community made Cardi delete their joint album together.
Okay.
Because obviously
Yeah, I mean
it makes a lot of sense.
that's on brand for him.
But yeah, the album was okay. I listened to some of it. The Kendrick songs are super random.
Okay, well, speaking of like Cardi B, Offset reportedly maced after allegedly punching security guard at dispensary. Why are you punching security
Man,
guards at a
Offset, can you
dispensary?
stay out of the in the news section?
That's funny.
Can you stay out of it?
For what reason would you need to punch a security guard at a dispensary?
If I remember reading the story, I feel like the claiming was that they had asked him for his ID and that he was reaching for it, and they started yelling at him, so he yelled back, and then the security guard spit, and then he swung, allegedly.
I mean,
But super random,
Yeah, super random.
and also very unrandom because Offset refuses to leave in the news.
Yeah, he refuses to just like, how about you just chill out for a second, bro?
Yeah.
Go to the beach, you know?
fuck.
Jerk off with her on the phone.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. J. Cole wears an "I'm retired" shirt in public, which is funny for the meme, but also it's like,
Are you dropping the album or not?
yeah, because I'm pretty sure like after like the off season, he was like, this is gonna be like one of my last albums, and then he did.
It's all been leading up to the fall off, right?
And yeah, well, yeah, then he did like "Might Delete Later," which was like kind of a letdown.
Mixtape.
A mixtape, yeah.
Ned gave it the worst score he's given anything.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that's,
I think wasn't the.
You might have gave ICP the same.
you
thing.
probably hated Polo.
I think I was
G
gonna say. I
more.
think they were the same score. I think they were both a 6. Anywho,
Young Thug cleared his Instagram. New album coming? Question mark.
Yeah, I saw people saying maybe he's gonna start a full rebranded thing and release his new album. I'm psyched. I
Yeah.
love Young Thug. Him not being here for almost 5 years is crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does. I assume he wrote a lot. He had a lot of time to.
Yeah, and if that is the case, it'll be interesting to see. Like we've talked about it before, but you know where he goes with it.
I really liked Gucci Mane's album he released right after getting out. I thought it was really good. And
Yeah.
like I know that these are artists that aren't like they're not Killer Mike and Kendrick, but I do feel like the energy and the enthusiasm that's put into an album when you've lost the privilege to make music for so long is really good. So I'm excited to see what he does.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure he has some shit in the tank. J-Rock faces gun charges after arrest in L.A.
That's horrible. That's a bummer, man.
Yeah.
Amidst the Kendrick Drake feud, I don't want to see a Team Kendrick guy go out like that right now.
Every time I hear J-Rock, I just think of Trailer Park
I was
Boys.
literally about to say you're seeing.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so I was thinking the same fucking thing.
Yeah, but that is
unfortunate.
unfortunate nonetheless. All right, that's what we got for In the News today. I think now we're going to be moving on to ranking hip-hop cities. Fig, do you have any sort of opinions on this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Number 5, Miami.
Okay.
Number 4, Houston. Number 3. No. Let me start this over.
I think I know what number 1 is going to be if I...
Number 5, Chicago. Number 4, Houston. Number 3, Atlanta. Fuck. Number 2 is Detroit. Number 1's New York. And I gotta swap
Oh.
Houston for LA.
I'm super surprised by that, actually.
Yeah. We have essentially the same list.
So, yeah, Atlanta, LA.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I respect it for sure.
Yeah.
Ned, do you have any takes on this?
Mine's pretty similar.
Yeah, I'm sure we all have like the same.
I don't
Group.
have mine's definitely not like I'll go next. Mine's not like I don't actually have like a 5, 4, 3. I just have a top 5. I would say like
That's fine.
Oakland, LA, Chicago, Atlanta. Detroit's got to be on there for
It's
sure.
harder. It's harder than you think. It started in New York. It almost feels like you can't leave New York off either.
Yeah.
I almost want to put Austin in there, but that's just a lot of like newer stuff. Probably New York, Detroit, Oakland, LA, Chicago. Is probably my that's it. I think that's it. I don't know what order they'd be in. I'd say probably my favorite is either LA or Oakland, but
Yeah.
second would be Detroit. Third would probably be New York. New York and LA are pretty
think-
big ones.
Yeah.
New York, LA, Detroit, Atlanta, and Chicago.
All right.
I feel like has to. That's my list.
Right, yeah.
That's funny because I was literally just gonna say New York, L.A., probably Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta. That's my list.
And I think at different times in hip hop history, that number one spot would change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious to think. What would you guys say it is right now? That
Austin's probably number 1, right?
no.
Right now, I think for me, I feel like it's.
I think LA.
I think Detroit is killing it right now.
Oh, that was a poor choice of words. I think LA is killing it right now.
Yeah.
Jarvis.
LA. Yeah.
Take that clip out.
Dude, they're burning the scene up.
no.
Fuck, nope. Man, it's
No, I just think Kendrick and Tyler the Creator alone is such a massive force in like physical sales
Yeah.
and concert sales
Yeah.
in hip hop right now, and they're on complete opposite sides of like the hip hop spectrum in some ways. And I just feel like there's so many like young people coming out of LA still that we're constantly learning about, and I mean Kendrick put a spotlight directly on it, and I'd say currently at least all eyes are on the West Coast. Detroit's
Yeah.
absolutely killing it right now, but it's been a second since we've had a breakout.
I think it's the reason I think Detroit is just because not necessarily how big the scene is right now. It is like the up and comers coming out of Detroit. Like I like fucking Babytron is tight. He's Detroit, right? And then like whereas LA, a lot of those people have been established for a while, but there is definitely some great up and comers.
Yeah. That was a fun one actually.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. We all had like the same list essentially.
Is it time for the club of the album?
wow, that's quick.
I'm fucking ready, dude.
How many minutes in are we?
13.
We are 13 minutes in.
Man,
so
we're already at Yalbum Club.
well, I mean, we got one less person to chime
Yeah.
in for each specific thing, so it's
Yeah, but it's not like we lost like a boisterous personality of
Sure.
I
interjection.
mean, I don't know.
We can-
He I don't know. I feel like he
He's
does.
got solid think pieces.
we'll dirtle towards the end.
We always dirtle towards the end.
I mean, yeah.
You want to do our picks now? For the over under, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So over under 8, is that what we do?
I
Yeah.
feel like that's pretty.
I think that's what that's kind of where we've fallen.
Under. I'm going under.
am also gonna say under because last time I was like giving the benefit of the doubt and I went over, but no more benefit of the doubt, no more devil's advocate.
It was over last time. I was
It's
wrong.
under. Last time, what was it?
Futuristic.
Yeah, I give it like an 8, I think.
Yeah, I said under.
Or no, I give it a 9, I think. It was like one above an 8. Yeah, because
Whatever it was, I said the opposite.
I gave him a 3. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, do you want to go first, Ned?
sure, I can.
No. All right.
I was not a fan of this album.
I knew it.
I don't know. It was do you know who made the beats? They're very Tyler the Creator-y beats. I feel
Various different people.
like. Okay.
Take Heath.
Yeah.
Like they're like all the big producers.
All the big Atlanta producers
I'm-
essentially contributed one.
They sounded very Tyler the Creator-y, which with his beats I feel like they're like very either or. Like either I really like them or they're real meh to me, and I feel like it was just a lot of meh. The rapping was good, but it just didn't catch me. There wasn't a lot of like emotional anything going on. There was a couple songs near the end that I thought were fine. One of them was like Snow White, I think is what it was called, was fine. I like that the last song on the album was like 10 minutes long and it's literally just all of them rapping. I was like, oh, that's fun. That's cool. Mm-hmm. But nothing really like grabbed me. Like there was no parts of it where I was like, woo, this is fun. Like there was even a couple parts where I was like, I didn't get like painfully bored like some of the albums that we've done. There was no parts where I was like, I want to stop listening to this.
Jesus Christ, let me move on.
Yeah, but there was never a part where I was like, woo, this is great.
Let me restart this.
Yeah. Tyler's parts were probably my favorites, to be honest. He picked like the better songs, I feel like.
Who?
Tyler. Isn't he on the album? Like a bunch of times? I hope I listened to the right album.
Which album did you listen to?
Fuck. Odd Future Tape, Volume 2.
Nope.
It is My Turn.
Fuck.
Oh,
Well,
baby.
Oh, he listened to the album from this day in hip hop history.
Oh. Okay. Well,
well,
interesting. That's all right.
well, yeah.
Damn it! I thought we were finally gonna get a point, and our points are fake.
Now we have to wait till fucking.
Well, shit.
We would have been right though.
It was weird too because when you sent the text, like the brick, it was like the layout was weird. I don't know if you like sent it differently than usual, but like I was a little confused by how you sent it. I was like, okay, this is interesting.
I mean, same order, just maybe it was a little, but I think it's the same order because I see how you could have mistaken that because at first I was like, oh, 2012 Odd Future, but then where it's typically at, it's at the very bottom.
Also, I fucking knew that it was. Didn't we talk about it a few days ago? That was the album that we needed to listen to. God damn it, I fucked that up.
All right, well, keep telling us what you thought of this album.
Yeah, I mean, it's still.
I thought it was
so interesting.
I thought it was all right.
Yes, it's all Tyler the Creator beats, and yes, he's all over it. Now that we
That
know
makes
which
sense.
album.
Me and
he
Fig looked at
listened
each
to.
other. We're like, did we listen to the wrong album?
I swear to God, I was looking at the track list. I was like, who could he have possibly thought was Tyler the Creator?
You mean Tyler the Creator? It says it right here. Yeah, it was fine. It was whatever. I gave it a 6.5.
6.5.
A little better than those other two albums, but yeah, schmeh.
Damn, do we have to listen to that next week?
No.
I'm not listening to that.
All right, now the real album club take starts now.
Yay!
Ned can hear about an album he knows nothing about.
Yeah.
How about this, Ned? You don't have to listen to the full album, but skim through and then give us a rating after the pod so we can still get our point.
Mute yourself right now.
Oh God! All right.
Let us talk about it, and you skim through the album.
All right. I'll be back.
Skim through it right now. We'll start. Okay, perfect. And
Wait, which one was it? Lil
Okay.
Baby or
My Turn.
My Turn. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go. I think this album is fine, and I think I liked it a lot when it came out. And do you remember why this was on the Spin Wheel, Coda B?
Why was it?
The podcast did it because Billboard ranked it as the #1 hip hop album of the 2020s. And we were like, I don't really remember it being #1 hip hop album of the 2020s. Good, let's throw
Right.
it on there. And I think after hearing that, I was expecting to be like, oh, I get it. This is like the beginning of this sound, or this was this or that, and it was none of the things that could make me say this is the #1 hip hop album. So I think
Then again,
I liked
though,
it less.
It was 2020. Like, not. I mean, maybe there was
No.
better stuff.
It came out like this year. This year, Billboard put it out and said that this was
this
the
came
best.
out this year?
No, the list came out this year.
Oh, of the best
Yeah,
of
yeah.
2020. Okay.
So it's been out for 5 years. Billboard had 5 years to digest this album and still said that.
That's crazy.
I disagree.
Yeah.
It is fine though. Like it is fine. Grace with 42 Doug, I love. I would really like to get the 42 Doug album I have on the Spin Wheel. Emotionally Scarred, I think is really, really good. Like a really good example of Lil Baby sticking to a topic that is outside of maybe not his comfort zone, but his usual toolbox. and doing it really well and not coming across as corny at all. The song with Lil Wayne, really, really good. I liked that a lot. I think Lil Wayne had the best verse out of all the features. I like the song with Moneybagg Yo. What was that called? No Sucker. I thought that was fun, the going back and forth stuff. I feel like every Lil Baby album has a Moneybagg Yo song where they go back and forth. I'm always with that. The song with Young Thug, I really liked. The hook was really good on that. I forgot what Thug says, but there is a line on the hook that I thought was hilarious. And the last song was pretty good. But overall, it was really, like, right in the middle for me of being boring and just being, like, above average. Like, it did not feel poor, and just calling it okay doesn't feel high enough praise for how good the production and the rapping actually is. But I think the best I can say for it is it's fine.
Sure.
So I'm gonna give it an 8. 8 out of 13 Coda B's.
That's respectable. I agree with a lot of what you had to say. I think my favorite song on there was Emotionally Scarred. I thought that was the only song on there that he was, well, okay, maybe not the only. There was like a couple that he actually talks about some shit and isn't just trying to sound like cool and sonically pleasing, but that is like that's his thing,
yeah.
and he does it really well. So like I don't even blame him for that. That being said, a majority of them are just like that. Like if someone puts on the song, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna like it. But it's not groundbreaking. It's not like it's a good song. It's not
best rap album of the 2020s.
Exactly. It's not. It doesn't reach that height for me. But that being said, I liked Emotionally Scarred, Commercial, Some to Prove. I thought Catch the Sun was kind of cool. It was a little bit different than what I've heard from him. Consistent.
That was my least favorite.
I thought the best verse on it, like for features, was the Lil Wayne one, but that's not even on my list for my favorite songs, because Lil Baby, I don't think he matched how the beat, like the melody that he was using for some reason just sounded a bit off to me, and even Wayne too, but like the rapping on that was definitely his best, and Wayne
that one was just fun. It wasn't on my list of favorite songs either, but it's fun.
It's a good one. Like, I don't hate it. I think every single Lil Baby beat is fucking hard. Like
he has impeccable beat selection.
He has great beat selection. I think the first song, or one of the first songs, he's like, "This might be my hardest beat" or something. I forget which one it's on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you could say that on every song, bro. Each one is like,
he picks great beats.
Really good beat. But yeah, it didn't blow me away, but I can't say...
There isn't a lot of dirtling, though, right?
No.
Because, there was times where I was just like, nothing's happening, but there was no point where it feels like he has wasted silly bars or...
No. I can't say there's a bad song on there, so I'm not going to give it, like, a terrible rating.
It's fine.
It's good. But yeah, middle of the road, I'm also going to give it an 8.
I think if any of those songs came on the radio or in a playlist, I wouldn't skip them. The only reason I felt like skipping them is because I was listening to all of them at once. I think every single one of those songs is sonically pleasing, entertaining, engaging, well-written, well-produced.
But it's 20 of the same song.
It's 20 of the same song. And the deviations are when I like it the most.
Okay, I'm back.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Perfect timing.
So we gave it the same score then?
Yeah, I was going to say 7.5, but I think 8.
Oh.
Yeah, like I could put it a little bit higher. All right, Ned, what'd you think of your 5 minutes?
I really skimmed it. The production on it is definitely good.
That's what we just were covering, how every beat he picks is fucking tight.
So they're good, but it's the fucking same song over and over again. They sound very similar. Yep. All of the songs sound like almost exact same song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even though I was shitting about the rapping on the last album, I'm not shitting, but saying it was okay. I think the Baby was worse, or Lil Baby. Sorry. I don't like that style. He's got that style that I'm just not. I don't like that stuff.
You think his rapping is worse than Polo G?
It's the same. It's that same stuff.
The same. Yeah.
It's the Atlanta version.
He's the Polo G who can't sing as well. In my opinion.
Yeah. That's wow.
I would. I'd probably give it a probably like a 7.5 or an 8.
Hey,
That's a bucket.
yeah, I'll take it.
We'll round it up. That's
Honestly, though, the fact that you skimmed through it and you got essentially the same notes we did is pretty...
Ned, I will say this. After the pod, listen to Emotionally Scarred. That was both me and Coda's favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, give that an actual listen for us.
Okay. Yeah,
just 'cause
I
think
skimmed
that
the
is
shit
funny.
out of him. I didn't even listen to what he was talking about. I just like wanted to hear the music and kind of the cadence of the rap, I guess. I was not listening to what they were saying.
We
what he was
both
saying.
liked the Lil Wayne feature, and Emotionally Scarred, I think, was both of our favorites. So
Yeah, I'll listen to those.
All right. Well, that puts Andrew at 3, Coda at 2, Fig at 1
Yeah.
on the net over under. I have that as a favorite in my notes.
That's good.
Isn't that silly?
Yeah,
Like
we
a
can't
silly thing?
lose that, man. We need these stats.
Fuck.
That it's just like pinned to the top of my shit. All right. Let's move on into our
Local artist.
music submission. And this week, our submission was from a local artist who I am a fan of. We are actually really tight with, Hyperbeam.
Yeah.
And his song was hold on, it's a long ass name. If they wanted to, they would, but they didn't, so they don't.
That's a fun name.
It is a fun name.
He actually sent us a little description of the track. This song was written about the people in our lives who constantly say things like, I'm there for you, and whatever you need, I got you, but when it's time to fulfill on that promise, they're nowhere to be found. New wave pop punk by Hyperbeam. Yeah, go ahead and discuss. You shout out to the professionalism of the submission email. Probably the best we've gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, no, this was great. I think this is like definitely his lane. Like I've heard some of his other sort of like what is it, like emo rap type stuff? Whereas this is more pop punk genre. Like I think he found this lane. I really enjoyed. I think he did a good job of his songwriting is great. And then when the chorus comes in and all the instruments come in, it sounds like a really complete and finished song. The only like maybe not even notes, just like the start of the verse, I guess, was maybe a little bit rocky, but not that it was bad in any way. Like the songwriting's there, but everything's really professionally recorded and mixed, and I think he's great at what he does. So I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it.
The only thing I didn't like about it was the mixing on the vocals, the way I felt like just didn't sit correctly in it, and I really liked the like up and downs and climaxes of the songs and the pitch of where everything was. I just didn't like feel the powerfulness that I feel like the vocals were delivered in a way that, if in my head mixed correctly, would break through and be a little more powerful in those rise and falls. But as a song, it's for sure one of my favorite from yours. I think it's cooler to see you moving outside of the like pop beats or just like acoustic ukulele and into something like this. Yeah, where you at, Nedley?
Was actually going to say almost the same thing about the vocals. I think the vocals there was maybe once or twice where I was like, you could use some double layering or something. It just needed to be a little bit more there, I guess. I thought it was good.
I'm not super technical, so like I don't know the words for stuff, but they just kind of feel a little dry on top of it.
Yeah, I think just some more double layering, because even like right when I was thinking it, the next part he kicked in with at least double layering, and I was like, oh, there it is. There we go. I think the very beginning, I was like a little worried. I was like, okay, where are we at here? And then as soon as the song actually like kicked in, I was like, okay, this is good. My only gripe really is that I don't know if it's just because like I've made songs and the songs sound good, but the actual production behind it just is not that next level, and maybe that's what it is. But it was just kind of quiet. The song was quiet. The instruments I think could hit a little harder, but the song itself is really good. I was surprised. I was like, God dang, this is actually really good. Like I know you got good music and stuff, but I was like, this is like catchy as shit. I liked it a lot, especially by the end. I was like, all right, shit, this is good.
Yeah, the like rallying of that bridge at the end. I liked that a
Yeah.
lot.
No, I just think the music itself, not even just the vocals, but just the production could be a smidgen better. But also that could just totally be because I mean, shit, it costs so much money to record instruments sometimes. So maybe that's a thing. But no, I thought it was good. I liked it a lot.
All right, tight. Please submit something else, Hyperbeam. We'd love to listen to more. Yeah, let's move on into talking about our own bitch ass selves. We're gonna listen to the Antelope Fisherman song Ray Liotta right now.
I am an addict more than I'm a dealer. You say you're 100, I'm keeping it real. I hate my face when I look in the mirror. Pictures they painted, it's finally clear. I am exactly what they thought I would be. A loser, a dealer, a druggie, but I ain't no pussy. I'm pushing it fully. I bully some bullies. I know what I could be, and I am not giving my spot to no rookie. And when you're not looking, I'm taking your.
And we're back.
And we're back.
I wanted Ned to say it this time.
I was surprised with how much I liked this song. Other than, I would say, the mixing. And I think it's safe to say that we can be honest about how horrible Lil Benz is now.
Sure.
Other than those two things, I think there's a really good song in there. I was surprised by both the complexity and maturity of my verse for how old that is. And even the hook is interesting and catchy in a weird way. The Esam beat is really good. And
Got like 18-year-old Jay Mello.
Mello says, I need my space like a tiger. And I remember, like, I heard that and was taken back to 2019 and him explaining to me that tigers cover like 1,000 acres a day or something like that, and they need an impeccable amount of space in between them and other tigers, and that was like a scientific fact that he had learned.
What a deep cut. You know that he looked up facts about tigers.
That's a bar for scientists,
that would
bro.
work. He was like, tiger rhymes, but what can I
that's-
fit here? So
I like to think he was reading his little zoo books at home before he came over and had just learned that about tigers.
yeah.
No, but I the fucking her you got a little green like a baby Yoda.
Yeah, it was fun.
Man, there's some good bars in there.
Yeah, I think you had some good bars. I think the same thing. Like a lot of this stuff from this era is just not like mixed well, and that's not even like your guy. Like I'm pretty sure you guys probably recorded it on this mic, if not a worse
Yeah, and
one.
then Deeb mixed it. We probably sent it over to him.
Yeah, but like the structure wise, other than having people you want to cut out on there, I think your chorus is really catchy, and I think you do have some bars. I think Mello has some bars. It's just not there because of the mixing. But we were just talking about how it would be fun to take a lot of the songs that we think the bones are there. It's just missing like the right production, and to redo those songs would be a cool project.
Yeah.
So this would be one I would like definitely consider redoing.
The other bar I really liked was I was gone for a minute, but the wait is over. I got love from the plug, so the wait is over.
Mm-hmm.
That's
you see, because wait and wait,
yeah.
they're
It's
two different
Oh, I
ways.
got it.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
And when the wait is over, that means he gave you more than what you paid for, which
Thanks,
is why
guys.
he's showing love.
thanks guys
Yeah.
for. I wish I didn't bring it up.
No, that is a good bar.
Okay.
Unironically, that's a good bar.
Unfortunately, or just like fortunately.
No, no bullshit. I appreciate that bar.
All right, that brings us to General Dissy.
General discuss. I'd like to generally discuss about this guy Andrew. What do you guys think he's doing right now?
Jorking
He
it.
was snowboarding, I think.
You think he's
You think
using
he's getting?
a goose as a snowboard?
Do you think he's swimming in cake, or do you think he's gripping his snake?
He's probably potentially doing both. And I just really want to just say something funny about him, so then if he does listen to this episode, he's like, damn, dude,
He's not making it this far.
you don't think he's making it to the end?
How far into this are we?
30.
We're 34 minutes in, and
He can make it here.
I feel like he'll make it.
Does anyone have anything particular they want to discuss? Anything music related?
I could. Yeah, I got something we could talk about. I'm curious to see what you guys think.
Spit it out.
So Tool might have shit the bed.
Oh. Yeah, I saw this.
So
I actually saw this.
I know you sent it to me. It's been all over. It's a weird one. I don't actually know how to feel about it. There's a lot of different opinions about it.
I think I'm on fuck Tool.
I don't know. It's a weird one because
It's not a weird one. It's pretty cut and
Can
dry.
you guys fill me
because
in?
everyone that's complaining about it weren't even there. Also, they're Tool
Okay.
fans, so they're just complaining.
No, that's
people
not
anyways.
true. I've been in Reddit, bro, with people that said they were there and pissed.
Were they the MAGA people?
No.
Call me doctor because
Okay,
I'm trying
so
to get filled
Tool
in.
threw a 2-day festival in the Dominican Republic.
3 day. It's 3 days.
3-day, and they were headlining 2 of those days, and they said that they were doing 2 completely separate concert experiences.
Two
for
unique
those 2
sets is
days
what
that
it said
they
on the
headlined.
flyer.
2 unique sets. They ended up playing very short sets that were essentially the same both days, and got booed off stage.
They did.
The second day.
Because it was probably a lot of the same people.
It was.
It was a festival, so people paid thousands of dollars to be there for all 3 days and
Oh,
fly
yeah,
to
yeah.
the Dominican Republic and lodge themselves in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And the tickets were thousands of dollars, and most of the people went there just for Tool.
which is wild.
And it was their festival.
Yeah. No, it was.
Yeah.
And,
so there's 2 like ways you can look about this. One, you could be like, oh, that should have been on the management side. They should have said that it's going to be similar. But 2, you're doing a festival and there's going to be the
it's
same
not
people.
like
that is-
we're in town for 2 nights doing our show twice. You are doing a festival where you are headlining both days.
Yeah, that is completely like they need to take responsibility.
And where the jank kind of comes
I
in
would
is
be
technically the
pissed.
sets were very different if we're talking just song to song. But the problem was that the 4 songs that they did that were on the same sets were their 15-minute songs. They did the same
So it
4
was-
very long songs. So it's like, all right, that is
Yeah.
jank. They did. It wasn't that many songs that they did the same, but of course the ones that they did the same.
They
were
also didn't do
fucking
that many
long.
songs. They didn't perform for very long either of those days.
They cut the first night was an hour and a half. The second night was an hour and some change. They didn't do the last song on the second night because they were getting booed off stage. Also, you can see a video of Maynard's fucking him trying to his voice was just going to shit. But also, it's like, come on, you can fucking do one more song.
Yeah, I just think if you're trusting your fans will take care of you in a sense that you can have tickets that are thousands of dollars in another country and expect people to fly there and do that, then your fans have to trust you not to do that.
Yeah, that is kind of like a betrayal to be like.
No, it definitely felt shitty. I was like, all right.
you guys already paid for
I
these
would
tickets.
be bummed.
Oh, I would have been bummed too.
Sure.
Even if it was one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, I would have
just
been
go
bummed.
to spend the money to see the same concert essentially 2 days in a row would be fucking stupid.
But it's insane. It's of course out of any fan base to happen to this, of course it was Tool because Tool by far has the worst fans, like the craziest fucking. So there's just all sorts of weird shit people think that they were trolling because a bunch of the people that were booing were like MAGA, like super rude, crazy people. So there's a theory that Tool did it on purpose to piss off their own fans because
I was gonna say that.
they've done
That's stupid. Then that's your fan base, dude.
they've-
That's the people you've created.
They've done that forever, though. They would like back in the late 2000s. They would always be like, "New album coming out." No, it was a fucking just blatant lie. They've always been like that. They're super trolly to their fans. So it's like, I hope it wasn't a big troll thing because that would be a bummer. He spent $7,000.
yeah,
I don't know. The whole thing's weird.
Yeah, I saw that and went douchebags. That was kind of just like pretty much my only thought about it when I read into it.
Yeah,
But I'm not an old rich rock star. Who knows what I'd do?
and I mean, it was 2 unique sets. Technically, they did them in a different order, and it was.
That just feels so stupid.
I know, which is like where the legalities.
You would think you would do none of the same songs. Everyone that was there yesterday is here today.
Right.
No one's here just for today.
And,
this is a festival that you had to buy 2 or 3 day tickets to.
And on top of that,
Wait,
too,
so
they've been
the order was different, but it was the same songs. They just did it.
So
in
they did
different
10.
order?
So the second night they did 10 songs. 4 of the 6 songs were the same songs. The problem was the songs that they did that were the same were fucking 15 minutes long each, like long
a
songs.
majority.
so an
of,
hour of the time was
Right,
the
was
same
the same.
song.
Yeah, that's where it's like, all right, fellas, come on, that's rough.
Yeah, and it's not like a lot of people do 2 shows in a town for people that couldn't get to one or the other.
Yeah.
People buy tickets to all days of a festival. Like the people you perform for the night before are seeing you that night. So either just headline the last night or do 2
Right.
separate fucking sets.
Right, and even like
Yeah, you're going to the Dominican Republic. You're gonna be there for every night of that bitch.
yeah, and like if you look at their set in the last 6 years, they have been playing the exact same songs. They've had the same fucking show for the last 6 years. When I saw them last, they played almost the exact same songs that me and you saw them back in 2019. They just can't play their own music anymore. They're old. They're in their 60s.
We saw them in 2020.
2020,
We
that's
saw
right.
them- they had a second showing that got canceled because COVID shut down the world. We saw them the last day the world was open.
No, I don't know how, like, I wasn't there. I don't know how actual bad it was, but I think this is kind of proof that they should probably give up soon. They're just too old. They can't play their own shit anymore. They play the same songs because those are the only songs that they can play. Their songs are hard to play, and they're in their 60s. It's like, maybe you guys should, like, stop.
Or make something that you can play.
They did, and everybody
play
didn't
that.
like it. I mean, I like Fear Inoculum, but I would say a majority of people thought it was okay. It's just,
Yeah, I wonder if part of that is, I don't know, like fear of
Aging
people
stuff.
not liking.
Well, they
what
can't do it.
Their new shit that they made,
well, like,
or they know these songs are classics, so they want to do these ones.
I mean, the 4 songs that they've repeated were the songs that were on the new album. It's their new album was an
Oh.
hour and a half, and it was 7 songs. They're all super long songs,
Okay.
or an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. But it's 7 songs.
Then yeah, there's really no excuse.
No, it was
Like there's no.
it was weird. It's like they just shouldn't have done it. I think if they've been playing the same, I think 10 songs for the last 6 years. I don't think they can actually play anything else anymore. They are just too old. It's like they should have. They needed to figure out some other way to make money. I think.
Right around that, Ned. I'd like to be doing Noise from the Void when we're 70.
No, I would, but like, fuck. Well, actually, that's a lie. A lot of our music's pretty simple. I'm not gonna lie. At least for me to play, it's not that.
I'm the harder part.
Oh,
That's fine
yeah.
for 3 hours, 2 days straight.
That way, people are like, "This sucks." I paid $7,000 for That's Fine Too, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah.
Do we got anything else random?
No, that's
I
my
got
rant.
nothing.
Fuck you.
Oh, Ned, PSA emailed me saying I owed them money because one of my cards exceeds $400 in value now.
Oh God. Okay.
So I don't. Coda knows what it is. I showed him the list. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm waiting for them to get here.
I don't know which of the ones is worth that much. I know the grades of each one, so I can make an educated guess.
Do you know which one you think it is?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm excited. I probably get to pick them up this week, but I certainly didn't send anything that was worth more than, $60 as it was. So whatever it was, jumped in value an incredible amount.
Yeah.
Give me my 10s, baby. Fuck Jimbo. Jimbo got like 8 10s out of his 10 he sent. They gave me a 1. I got a fucking 1. Are you getting the SpongeBob drop when the SpongeBob magic comes out?
If I have
Nephew?
money, hell yeah, I am. You bet your sweet bippy. That shit's hilarious.
How do you get it? How do you get it?
You're gonna have to pre-order it, but even then, it's gonna be so hard. Bots are a really bad problem right now in the Magic community.
There's not going to be any in-person pre-orders.
I don't think so, because it's a secret
I was
lair.
at GameStop and the dude was trying to get me to pre-order a Magic set, and I was like, "Is it the SpongeBob one?" And he was like, "No."
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a secret lair. Secret lairs are hard to get. The fucking the Marvel one that just came out was so expensive. People were selling packs for like $500, like almost right away.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Well, Tag said he had notifications on for SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn him on for SpongeBob and Avatar. I don't really give a shit about Magic, but I'm trying to get my SpongeBob and Avatar cards graded, put them on the shelf.
yeah, I bet I don't know how
Absolutely.
much the Avatar ones are gonna be, but I bet you money the SpongeBob ones are gonna be expensive.
But we're not a trading card podcast.
Yeah.
I wish we were.
We could start one.
Let's do it.
Me and Coda.
I think we have more people who care about trading cards in the Antelope Fisherman than rapping.
Fuck.
Damn it. We can do an in-person podcast for the trading card thing. Just me, Ned, and Coda.
We're just ripping.
Oh God,
packs.
I don't know if I want.
I think that would be fun.
That'd be awesome. We bring packs every podcast, talk about new releases.
Ned, you'd love
I-
that.
Ned, you'd love that. Shut the
I
fuck
already did
up.
one podcast, and I mean, I keep thinking about selling all my Magic cards.
Giving it up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I keep going back and forth on it. It's by
You're
far
not.
out of any game I play, it is the one that makes me like lose my shit the most. Like when I play it and I lose, I get upset, and that's just
I will say I do uninstall games now if they make me angry. Like I'm just past doing something
Right.
that's supposed to be fun and being upset.
nothing
by
makes me as upset as Magic. I love when I win, I feel great. Like when it's a good time, it's a good time. But holy shit, when I lose sometimes, I get like really mad, and I hate that.
Well, be on the lookout for Ned's Anger Management Podcast and me and Coda's Card Ripping Podcast. Thank you for listening to episode 35. We're way over halfway now to our year anniversary. If you got any ideas for what we should do for that, let us know. We're going to head on over to the spin wheel now.
Taste you later, taste buds.
Tasty.
Mwah.
My brain is now spoiled.
Dirtling with his own riff, you know what I mean? Nobody make fun of me.